Have you ever wondered whether, within your day-to-day physical shell, 5 entirely different souls are actually lying dormant? From instinct to emotion, from the social to the rational, all the brilliance and suffering of human civilization are inscribed within this layered miracle of evolution. But this is not the end. Today I will introduce for the first time a disruptive original concept, the transcendent brain. It represents the highest achievement of evolution and the key to humanity's ultimate answers. I am Kaiqun. Welcome to the awakening of the Fivefold Brain. To understand the transcendent brain, we must first deconstruct the black box called the mind. I define it as a 5-layer structure. At the base lies the primitive instinctual brain. Above it, the fluctuating emotional brain. Then the social brain, born as a semi-finished product. And above that, the rigorously logical rational brain. Why have only humans reached the apex? Because we possess not only biological instincts, but also a form of cultural instinct embedded in our genes. This is the fertile ground from which the transcendent brain emerges. Many believe that brain evolution consists of a 3-stage leap, from instinct to emotion to reason. Here, I correct a long-standing misconception. On humanity's path to intelligence, the social brain actually precedes the rational brain. Brain evolution is never a linear progression. Sometimes it is gradual accumulation, sometimes sudden leaps, and more often a synchronous resonance among different layers. When humans evolved cultural instinct, this force permeated upward, giving rise to cultural emotions, and rooted downward, transforming the social brain from simple animal instinct into a complex social mechanism. We must recognize that the human social brain is only a semi-finished product at birth. Only through prolonged immersion in environment and culture does it fully mature. In my recent book, The Fivefold Brain Hypothesis, I propose a series of original concepts and perspectives. In addition to the pyramid model of the fivefold brain, I introduce the concept of the transcendent brain as a foundational idea. I also elaborate on cultural instinct, define cultural or evolutionary emotions, and propose the concept of emotional styles, identifying 8 typical styles, along with 2 modes of emotional response, fast response and slow response. Regarding the social brain, I propose its dual biocultural nature, its innate semi-finished condition, and the concept of cultural reshaping through development. I also introduce socialization capacity and socialization styles, outlining 12 distinct types. As for the rational brain, I propose the idea of a rational quotient, explore its evolution and 14 forms, and analyze its limitations. Finally, I offer forward-looking insights into brain evolution in the age of AI, including speculations on brain-computer interfaces and a potential 6th brain, along with predictions about future society. In short, this is a work that challenges traditional understandings of the brain through numerous new concepts. Let us now return to the 5-layer pyramid, beginning with the instinctual brain. Human instinct evolved from animal instinct, whose fundamental functions are survival and reproduction. Yet humans have developed cultural instincts, including a priori cognitive instincts such as space, time, causality, and categories, language instinct, symbolic instinct, thinking instinct, abstraction, imagination, analogy, association, induction, classification, logic, reasoning, advanced social instinct, virtual reality instinct, storytelling instinct, myth-making and worship, planning instinct, constructive instinct, empathy, and more. These instincts enable humans to transform, from chrysalis into butterfly, into the most intelligent beings. The emotional brain also evolved from animal emotions. With increasing social complexity, more sophisticated emotions emerged. I classify emotions into basic emotions, complex emotions, and evolutionary, cultural emotions. Cultural emotions include social-related, conscience, morality, guilt, shame, honor, sympathy, compassion, vanity, jealousy, respect, contempt, etc. Self-related, infatuation, love, narcissism, sense of existence, loneliness, loss, etc. Future-oriented, disappointment, fantasy, hope, aspiration, anxiety, worry, despair, etc. Sustained emotional states, emotional styles: depression, repression, anxiety, mania, pessimism, optimism, indifference, coldness, loneliness, alienation, world weariness, etc. Spiritual emotions: sanctity, sublimity, reverence, transcendence, universal love, sense of mission, etc. The evolution of these complex emotions has liberated human feeling from biological constraints, elevating it from bodily desire to spiritual refinement. The social brain and rational brain together drive human progress. However, the social brain begins as a semi-finished system and develops through interaction with society and environment. Emerging from animal social instincts, the human social brain includes instincts such as alignment with collective will, identification with totems and grand narratives, interpersonal relationships, social roles and responsibilities, hierarchy and power, norms and order, ethics and morality, persona construction, competition, exchange, material acquisition, political alliances, social cognition, and social perception. As the social brain matures, the rational brain emerges and ultimately becomes a key driver of civilization. Without its evolution, human civilization would not exist. Yet the rational brain has limitations. It cannot derive life's wisdom through logic alone when it comes to values, meaning, and emotions. It is often powerless in the face of inner experience, psychological life, and individual emotional realities. Thus, beyond the four brains, humanity requires a fifth, one dedicated to the spiritual and inner world. This is the transcendent brain. Though it has manifested in great thinkers since the axial age, and though most people today carry its latent potential in their biology, only a few have activated it. It evolved to meet the needs of the spiritual realm. It is the true distinction between humans and animals, enabling the elevation from body to soul, from desire to meaning. The social brain is the most decisive factor in a person's destiny. Success is not determined by credentials, rational intelligence, or knowledge, but by the maturity of one's social brain and one's capacity for socialization. Modern education overemphasizes knowledge and rationality while neglecting social development, an imbalance that urgently needs reform. The five brains coexist within one system, each with its own drive. Instinct seeks survival, emotion seeks expression, society seeks recognition, and reason seeks logic. Their energies differ, their directions diverge. Without a unifying core, the mind becomes a battlefield of endless internal conflict. At this moment, the self emerges, not merely a concept, but the soul itself, the sole commander and integrator. Its mission is to unify these five powerful forces into a coherent whole, giving consistency and integration to human behavior. The evolution of the self is a gradual process from chaos to integration. It begins with the instinctual self, driven by desire, develops into the socially internalized self, governed by moral constraints, similar to Freud's superego or Lacan's big other, and through conflict and compromise forms the realistic self. Over a lifetime, the self evolves from weak to strong, simple to complex, potentially developing up to 12 dimensions, another key theory I propose. The self is, in essence, the crystallization and reflection of the fivefold brain. These 12 dimensions include higher-order forms such as reflective self, introspective self, philosophical self, and transcendent self, rare and advanced capacities. With this integrated model of the five brains and the self, we can uncover the underlying logic of human behavior and anticipate future evolutionary trends. As civilization advances, material abundance increases and survival pressures diminish, the demand for spiritual fulfillment grows unprecedentedly. The transcendent brain will shift from latency to activation, with more individuals unlocking its potential. Humanity will rise to a higher level, elevating its engagement with meaning, aesthetics, truth, values, and faith. We are approaching a profound transformation, from beings driven by desire to beings awakened to meaning. At this crossroads, how will you unlock your evolutionary potential and transform from a prisoner of biology into a master of the soul? That is the ultimate answer the Fivefold Brain Hypothesis invites you to discover. The highest realm.